Peace and blessings to everybody in the name of Yeshua HaMashiach, the highest name, the name above all names. I have been out here doing my thing for a little minute. Everybody, I want to say that things have been working out. I want to shout out my man LV, who's giving me a lot of guidance and instructions on how to deal with a lot of these processes. I want to give a shout out to all the warriors, all the people who are online right now, putting up a lot of information, videos, and just a whole bunch of stuff that basically has helped me learn a lot and move forward with a lot of the processes and things necessary to secure myself. I would like to say that at this point, I am a secured party. And I did a few things to secure that, to make that happen. I did not utilize a lot of the secure party things, like the processes using UCC 1-207/308. I'm not using that process. I'm using UCC 9's process. So everybody that's out there, if you know what I'm talking about, look at UCC 9 and see what they say about becoming a secured party. In the middle of all this whole thing, I want to say that the case against me in child support has been thrown out because I kept going down there and using the law against them and fighting. And so in doing that, the other party has decided that it was too much bullshit to keep going to court. And that the judge himself was getting upset about a lot of things, because I was going to take it to the federal district court after this, When you go to child support, the best thing to do is move the case to federal district court. Don't waste your time in child support. It's a waste of time. So let me read to you the statement that I have in regards to the dismissal of this situation. It states basically, a petition under Article 4 of the Family Court Act having been filed with this court on May 2nd, blah, blah, blah. At the matter having duly come on to be heard before this court and no one having appeared, nobody appeared. And the matter, and now after examination and inquiry into the facts and circumstances of the case, a bunch of bullshit, it is hereby adjudged that the petition is dismissed due to withdrawal of petition, and it is therefore ordered that the petition herein is dismissed. It's all bullshit. But it's a good thing at this point. And then it tells me that if I want to object to this order, I have 30 days to file with whatever the court. Now, and mind you, this is not a court. This is a tribunal. It is not a court of record, even though they're recording things. So do not engage in business with them. That is the lesson. See, I went down there and I started engaging in business and trying to discuss things with them. Not no more. Now, if you're already involved, if you've already been down there, then obviously you got to fight it out now. You ain't got no choice. Let me tell you what's going on, though. I have another scenario with another person who's trying to capitalize off of me now. They went, she got a car, she did this, she did that. Now she's like, oh, my money ain't good enough no more. The fact that I'm taking care of mine is not good enough, so she wants more. So she went to court, tried to do the okie doke on me, but I found out. Because I have ways of finding these things out now beforehand. You got to monitor your situations. So what happened was, put it bluntly, they've been trying to serve me. I think I said that in the prior video. They sent 2 process servers on 2 different occasions to try to physically hand me paperwork. didn't happen. I saw it coming from a mile away. I did the Matrix maneuver. I did, and they couldn't get me. They cannot come to my job because it's against the law to come to my job and hand me that paperwork. I have notified the Social Security Administration, OCME, which stands for the Office of Child Support, OS, whatever the hell it is, the Office of Child Support Management. Like I said, the Social Security Administration, the Human Resources Administration, and all the other bullshit ass alphabet groups that they got that try to act like they actually have some control over the real man. They don't. But you got to make sure that you rebut those presumptions. And the way you start doing that is by liberating yourself from that birth certificate and from that Social Security number. I'm not going to go into how to do it. It's too much bullshit. And there's different ways to do it. I've talked to a few people already over the phone. I've sat down for free for hours already, explaining to people what to do, giving people advice, giving people direct instructions even on what to do. I'm not going to post that online. You know what I'm saying? Because it's too much. It's way too much bullshit. I'm not going to post it online. For those that got that info, utilize it, pass it to the next person. All right? The birth certificate, which is a fraud, is the problem. Now, if you get rid of it, some people say, "Yo, get rid of this birth certificate," you know. I don't know how that's going to work. My thing is, they gave you a stolen car. You got to be the driver now. Drive it. Utilize it. So you got to take the birth certificate and utilize it for your advantage. When you go to these Nisi Prius courts, these fake-ass courts that they got, these tribunals, you automatically enter into their jurisdiction, even though you say that you're appearing, sui juris, on your appropriate persona and all that other shit. You're there. And there's a 9 times 10 out of 10 chances that when you start saying all that, they don't give a shit and they're going to proceed and they're going to ramrod these commercial presentments, because that's what this is, before you. This is what I've discovered. Thanks to Amen, peace to the gods, to Amen Osiris, peace to Rick W, peace to Wasil Bey, you know what I'm saying? And to all the people who have given me a lot of bits and pieces and instructions and all sort of things through their videos, you know what I'm saying, through direct knowledge, conversations with some of them, etc. All right, peace to the gods, man. And none of this is legal advice, by the way, you know, just letting y'all know. This is, you got to do this on your own. You got to man up or woman up and go to this de facto fake bullshit government / institutions, and you got to rebut the presumptions that you're a slave to them. That's one. And that you got to study the law. You got to know law. If you don't study the law, not legality, study law, understand who you are, that you are a natural person, a natural man or woman, and that's the beginning to knowing that you could do something about this. What can I say? I'm getting a lot of phone calls. I'm getting a lot of emails, text messages. I can only get to certain people at a certain time. I'm very busy, you know. But I'm helping out as many people as I can help out. I ain't get a penny from nobody, just to put that on the paper, on the table. Nobody's giving me nothing. And sooner or later, I understand. I'm gonna tell y'all, it's gonna have to be that way. Because it's energy. It's like Wasil Bey says, it's energy. I'm giving out energy. And I'm giving a lot of love and a lot of energy to the universe right now, because I feel for a lot of people. But it's going to have to stop sooner or later. It's getting too much right now. I'm helping out like 10 to 15 different people right now to try to directly get their situation solved. And wow, I could spend on one person an hour or two just explaining shit to them. Hour or two easily. A day. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes more, to be honest with you. Because then, you start doing this, doing that, and then they call you back. It's another half hour, another 45 minutes. I got people calling me from the courtroom like, yo, man, I'm over here right now. What do I say? That shit is traumatizing, stressful. Because you putting me on the spot, and I got to come up with try to explain like 900 things to you when you basically in front of the shooting range. They're about to blow you out the water. I've helped these people escape calamity at that moment, but this is let me tell everybody something right now. This is what you got to do. If you're not in family court yet or in child support court, don't go there. See, that they got the 2-process service. They try to serve me. They sent me letters in the mail from Social Security. I returned them, refused. All right. When you return the mail, what you got to write down is refused for cause. Return to sender. Refused for cause. I do not accept. That's what you got to write on the envelope. I do not accept. Refused for cause. Return to sender. That's simple. Now, I got this thing, like I said, I got this sticker that I put on there that says, no contract, I don't know you, da-da-da, all this bunch of bullshit on there. On top of the fact that I do that. Just to make it clear. When you get these letters, don't open them. If you get a letter, FedEx, if it's a document, and you don't know who it is, did you order something? Did you order a book? Did you order something that is going to come in that? Do you recognize the person or entity that's sending you this presentment? It's a commercial presentment. You have 72 hours, basically, from the presentment. And when I say 72 hours, Sundays don't count and holidays don't count. I just got 2 letters right now from this Gonzalez motherfucker who I don't know you. Gonzalez, yo, whoever the fuck it is out there, you Gonzalez, I don't know you, motherfucker. And I don't want to know you. Sending me some shit from a P.O. box in New York City. I don't know you. So that means you're trying to present to me, and it says personal and confidential on there. That was stupid because that was a dead giveaway. You see anything that says personal and confidential? Get rid of it. Do not accept it. That is a lawsuit of some kind. That is a commercial presentment. Do not accept it. Right? Immediately. Write down, I do not accept. Refused for cause. Return to sender. That's it. Put that shit in another envelope. Put the address that you're going to send it to, where it goes, and put the address that is sent from as the same address so that it cannot get lost. It's going to go back to them. And it's going to stay there. You must do that. Certified mail. It must be tracked. You must have proof. It must be stamped by the postal inspector or the post office that you got it certified and sent like that. If you're smart, you will take it to a notary public and have them do that for you for a fee to really let them know that you are not having the bullshit. Because the notary public is a state official, an officer of the court. So he is like a judge, like that fake ass judge. He actually has more power, believe it or not, than a judge. He's witnessing something. And his word is bond and is law. You're making law by doing that. Your law. You're saying, I'm the law and I got an officer here. And he is, their officer for the state, but he's becoming your officer because you're utilizing that notary public. If he's bonded and he's one of those real notaries that could do this, they're going to do that for you. For a fee, of course. Everything has a fee. So you send that shit back ASAP within 72 hours. I mean, I'll do the shit that right there. Stop what you're doing. Go to the notary or go to the post office. Send a certified mail. Make sure you keep those receipts. Okay? Yeah. You might want to put a little piece of paper in there telling them that you refuse for cause, you don't know them, you don't contract, in writing, blase, blase. That's it. They need to Whoever this individual is, this person, this organization, or whatever they are presenting a commercial paper to try to get me into controversy. They want me to appear, but only dead people appear. I'm not appearing because I'm a living man. I'm a natural man. I don't appear. You want me to appear, you got to pay me to appear. See? And once you understand that, once you get your status fixed, then you can require, you can demand payment, because, yo, I got to take days off of work. I got to do that. You want me to appear? You're going to pay my ass. It's a commercial presentment. I ain't got time for this bullshit. It's that simple. Flex on them motherfuckers, man. But get your status right. Understand that you got to get your status right. You got to divorce that birth certificate, or you got to control it. One of the two. Or both, in some ways. Figure that one out. Okay? You got to get your UCC filing in order. All right? And become secured. Become a secured party / creditor. Let me tell y'all something else. Let me pull this out. You see this right here? See that? Certificate of live birth. What else? You got to get that. If you ain't got that, this birth certificate is just a certificate of birth. Okay? This don't mean shit. This is the same shit you got to bring to work and all that. This is junk. You got to get the certificate of live birth. That's where all the real info is at. The long form. They call that the long form birth certificate. In some states, they call it the transcript because they got it on microfiche. And so they got to transcribe it onto bond paper and give it to you like that. Like they did over here. See that? That's handwriting? That's handwriting. Okay? That's microfiche. Now, when you're perfected, when you're getting your shit perfected, you're going to get this. See that? That's gold. It's got a gold rivet up here. And it states, the United States of America, Department of State, to whom all these presents shall come, greetings. I certify the documents hereto annexed under the seal of the state of blah, 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 and that such seals are entitled to full faith and credit. Now, this ain't the end of this shit. This is the beginning of this shit. But it's a big beginning. Because this is endorsed by John Kerry, Secretary of State. Under that is another piece of paper from the state where you reside. And then there's the live birth certificate right here. All three of them are together. This is the beginning of you proving that you're a living soul, a human being, a natural person, and that you are taking control of the so-called trust vehicle that was created by the United States of America, Inc. You are taking control of that. Until you take control of that, you are a debtor / obligor / motherfucker that has to pay child support if you go up there. If you show your face, you will pay child support. Why? Because you're a debtor. You're an incompetent ward of the state. You belong to the state, the Union of States, aka the Corporation of America. And so you gotta pay. Now either you pay the bills and shut the fuck up, or you fight for your status to be corrected. That's the bottom line here. So, you know, I just want y'all to know it's good news, man. I flexed on these motherfuckers. I came at them. I didn't give up. And it's paying off. But the war's not over. The war's not over. This is going to continue. They're going to keep trying. And I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. I'm perfecting my process. I'm going through other paperworks. I'm doing other shit. Can't get into it. Too much to discuss. And little by little, I'm climbing the top of that mountain. Right now I'm in plateau 1, plateau 2. There's maybe 3 or 4 more plateaus I gotta get to. Like I said, this didn't happen overnight. You gotta go through certain things. But if you're serious, if you're about your business, you will find the way out. If you're a punk, if you're a sucker ass, you're a fuck boy, whatever, all that other bullshit, you a woman that you ain't got no backbone, you just want to settle for this, or you a dude that, oh, I don't know, yo, dogs, yo, I don't know what to do. All you want to do is complain, bitch, and moan. You ain't going to get this, man. You got to fight. Nobody's going to tell you how to do this whole thing just cause. Because there's different ways about it, and all them roads lead to Rome, literally, because Rome is in control of this bullshit. All right, so now I'm doing this video to empower you, to tell you that you can do this. You know what I mean? If you fight, if you struggle, if you do a lot of reading, you do a lot of chasing videos, chasing information online, you're gonna get to the bottom of this shit. There's a good group online for those people that know me on Facebook. There's a group called Legal Deception. I suggest you check it out. There's a lot of info there. There's a lot of different avenues that people utilize. I cannot recommend one avenue per se, except the one I'm taking, but I'm not gonna discuss that. It's too deep. It is too deep. But if you want to start, that's a good start. Start getting into some groups, like Freedom Documents. Go check out Freedom Documents online. Go check out my homie, this dude, I got a lot of respect for him, Eon, a.k.a. Brent Jones. Dude knows a lot of shit. Check out Amen Osiris. Check out Wasil Bay, Rick W. They got different processes. Different things work for different people. Boom. Yo, use all the weapons in the arsenal. Don't just rely on one thing. Because different so-called judges, these fake magistrates, motherfuckers, these attorneys for the system. They only attorneys, they lawyers. They are utilizing a lot of different things. And half of them don't understand half of this shit that's going on anyway, believe it or not. So when you show them this stuff, they're like, what's this? I don't. So they got to take it to the district court. Federal district court at that point. Take it to a real judge that actually has a court of record. And you must do this under the Federal Debt Collections Acts. Utilize the Federal Debt Collection Act. Why? Because child support is an attempt to collect a debt. A debt that you didn't sign to a contract with, really. Unless you thought you was just signing a paternity agreement, which is a contract, to do so. Once you do that, you sign to it, but there's a way out. See? Because they didn't sit down with you and explain to you what's called a meeting of the minds, point for point, all the repercussions, legally and lawfully, that was going to occur to your credit, your licenses, and all the other things in there. Okay? They didn't tell you that. So that's a fraud. And now now you're suffering. You might not work, they're taking your income tax, they're taking your money, you starving, you hurting. That's duress. They coerced you. When you was in court, I'm sure they made it feel like you gotta do this or else you're gonna get locked up. You're gonna be a warrant and I'm gonna do this to you, and I'm gonna do that. You was coerced. You was, bamboozled into believing that if you did that, everything was gonna be all right. It's gonna be gravy. Actually, if you sign anything in those courts, you're doomed. You're done fucked up. Do not sign anything. Anything. And if you do have to sign something, you have to sign it under UCC 1 207-308 or UCC 1, dash 201-35, I believe is the code. There's different things that you got to do there. Different avenues under UCC, if you know what I'm talking about. If not, you would just put it down, you reserve your rights, or under duress, under coercion, reserve my rights. Write down something, let them know that you're going to use some kind of other way out, either constitutional, common law, UCC, Federal Debt Collection Acts, whatever. Utilize all the weapons at your disposal. There's a lot of different ways to do this shit. But if you sit there and you sign shit, or you just go there, yes sir, well, she did this to me, and you know what I'm saying, I've been giving, and you start talking shit and running your mouth about controversy, they don't give a fuck. A flying fuck about what your bills are, all that shit that they tell you to fucking write down. Don't waste your time. I told that judge when he told me, how much you make, and what about this, and he gave me that affidavit of fucking bringing all my shit about how much money I'm making and what I got in the bank. I said, I ain't giving you nothing. I'm not giving you nothing. You can kiss my ass. That's pretty much what I told him. In uncertain words. So it looks like the time is running out. This bullshit gonna die on me. But peace and blessings to everybody. Keep your head up. Stay strong. And I'll see y'all on the other side.